It was a peaceful afternoon in the Reed household, and Arthur was in his bedroom, minding his own business. He sat at his desk, sketching the final panels of his latest comic. Arthur felt proud of his work. His comic was shaping up to be one of the best yet. Suddenly, the door to his room burst open, and there she was, DW, with her usual mischievous grin plastered across her face.
"What's that?"
she asked, eyeing the comic in Arthur's hand. "It's just my comic, DW. Can you leave it alone?" Arthur replied, trying to keep his creation safe. But before Arthur could even react, DW reached over and snatched the comic out of his hand, dashing away from the room with a giggle. "DW, stop!" Arthur called again, but his little sister was already halfway down the stairs, sprinting towards the living room with the comic in her grasp. DW dashed past the coffee table, laughing as Arthur stumbled behind her. She was almost at the kitchen when she turned a corner too sharply and collided with the table. The lamp perched on top teetered dangerously before crashing to the floor, shattering with a loud crash. "Great, DW!" Arthur shouted, his anger rising. "Look what you did! You broke Mom's lamp!"
"I didn't do anything, Arthur,"
she said in a sing-song voice.
"I'm just gonna tell Mom and Dad that you were chasing me, and I accidentally bumped into it because of you."
Arthur's eyes widened. "What? You can't do that! It's not my fault! You're the one who knocked it over!" He felt his frustration building. "You're lying!" The parents exchanged a glance and quickly made their way towards the living room, just in time to hear the tail end of DW's plan.
"I'll just tell him you pushed me, Arthur. They'll believe me because I'm younger. And besides, you're always picking on me anyway."
Before he could speak, Mr. and Mrs. Reed stepped into the living room. "DW, what exactly are you saying right now?" DW's face immediately shifted from confident to nervous. She started, trying to quickly think of another story.
"I just meant, Arthur was chasing me, and I tripped into the table. It's his fault, really."
Mrs. Reed crossed her arms and sighed.
"DW, we heard what you said. We heard that you were planning to lie and blame Arthur for something you did."
DW's eyes widened.
"No, I didn't. Enough."
Mrs. Reed cut her off, her voice firm.
"DW, go sit in the chair by the stairs and think about what you did. I'm putting you in timeout for the next hour. We'll talk more later, but you're not getting away with this."
DW crossed her arms, glaring at them for a moment, and then, unable to hold it in, started to scream at the top of her lungs.
"I hate timeout! This is stupid!"
With a huff of anger, DW stomped to the chair near the stairs, throwing herself into it. As she sat down, she began rocking the chair back and forth.
"I hate you, Arthur! This is all your fault!"
And just like that, the house grew quieter once more, as DW sunk in her timeout and Arthur returned to his desk, finally able to finish his comic in peace.